obviously your first year as AD, but you've been around the program for quite some time. How have you seen him sort of change the culture and kind of the intensity and everything surrounding that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm proud to know him. I'm proud that he's a Sun Devil. I'm proud that he'll be a part of our lives forevermore. I'm proud that the fan base got to see what he's capable of. I'm proud that he helped change the trajectory of this program and help people understand what Sun Devil football can be all about. He was here when nobody expected anything out of us, and there was a coach who believed in him, and he set the tone within the locker room on what would be possible here, and so he'll be a Sun Devil legend, and we just witnessed that tonight, and just forever proud to know him and that he represents our university.
Really quick building on Kenny, how proud are you of this team to not only defy the odds this season, but to come back in this game and make it as close of a game as they did and come out of halftime and have that moment?
I think what we saw tonight is building the brand of Sun Devil football that reflects the university that we represent. There's innovation, there's an element of surprise, there's a resiliency, there's a grit, there's a respond factor that we saw tonight, and that brings us tremendous pride to see that starting to manifest week by week and last season, this season, and knowing that the sky's the limit on what we can do come together as Sun Devils, and that's our entire focus moving forward, is bringing this ASU community together and more connected and more closer in the spirit of these kind of outcomes. This wasn't any one person or any one moment. This was a combination of all these factors coming together. A fan base that wanted something to believe in, a head coach who changed the tone of the program, a community that rallied around game day and a sense of community being together, and then that led to energy that led to outcomes, and those outcomes led to more eyeballs, and those eyeballs wanted to be a part of what was going on, and the combination of all of it puts us in this national conversation that's really exciting. And our commitment is making sure that we can resource this program in a way that this continues, but more importantly can reflect everything that we want to happen at ASU.
What about today's game explains your decision to extend Kenny Dillingham?
I mean, we're witnessing something special as it's happening, and as I've spent a lot of time with Kenny in the last, I'm going to scoot back there, guys, so we're not blocking cars or traffic. I had a really good thought going right there too. So, I think Kenny from day one talked about this is home, and he wanted to be a Sun Devil for life, and that was a sentiment that was really important in all of our conversations. I've tried to use the last 6-7 months to build our relationship and really understand what matters to him, and what matters to him is a chance for longevity, but more importantly, a chance to lead these young people who are so special to him. And as a head coach, you get to make the decision on who comes in your program, and he's been very focused on people that add value to the culture that we want to build, and that aren't about what's in it for them. How do they value add to each other as a teammate? How do they value add to the program? How do they value add to the university? And that's what we want in leadership of all of our coaches. And Kenny exemplifies that better than anybody. And so this was, a long time in the process in terms of us building our relationship, everybody seeing what he's capable of, understanding that we absolutely have the right leadership in our football program, and solidifying our chance to have that for as long as possible. And so, really thankful for Dr. Crow's support, all of ASU leadership understanding the importance of making sure that we were giving our football program the tools to be successful at the highest level. And so that was the thought process. But as he said, it's not about him, it's about connecting this community more and more and building resources. And I've said a lot, these outcomes create opportunities. The opportunities give us access to different conversations and different people and different moments that we want to keep building on. And I think that's what this has been all about. A lot of
pride. The emotions of this game, what you feel?
No, we'll need a plane flight home without Wi-Fi to really let that one sink in. Gut wrenching in the moment, obviously, right? And felt like we had a chance to really come out on top there. Didn't, but I know upon reflection, there's going to be tremendous takeaways and tremendous pride.
We'll be back next year.
Governor Lewis,
yes, we'll be back
you know it.
There's the pride.
There's the pride. I mean, people want to be a part of it. That's been the best part. We get to Atlanta Sunday night. There's Sun Devils all over the town. We outnumbered Texas fans in Mercedes-Benz Stadium today. The fans brought that energy in the second half that really was a part of us catapulting and making those exciting plays. So there'll be time to reflect, but we know when we do reflect that there'll be amazing pride that comes from what we saw today, and just it was a good and important signal to the rest of the country of where this program's headed. Right leadership's in place, the right football coach at the right university at the right time is here, and Coach Dillingham. Our commitment is connecting people around this program so this can continue.
And the national discourse about strength of schedule, college athletics, what does this way the game transpired mean for not only ASU but for the Big 12 conference as a whole? How good some teams are in this conference?
it meant a lot to us that Commissioner Yormark was here for the game today and stayed to the very end and was right there on the sidelines as if he was a member of our coaching staff. And we talk a lot about that in our conference meetings. We're together a lot, and building the brand of Big 12 football is really important to what we're doing. I think today helped, and we were proud to carry the torch on behalf of the Big 12. We want to get to a situation where multiple teams from our conference are in this playoff. We like to build a brand. We want challenging schedules. We want to be in these national conversations, and so I do believe tonight was helpful as we continue to build and establish the new brand of Big 12 football.
In the post-game presser, Ben Coleman said that next year a lot of people will say that this was a Cinderella story and see if ASU can do it again. How can you guys make this a floor and not a ceiling?
Well, I mean, that's the goal. This is not intended to be a one-time showing, and that starts again with investing in the program to lead young people at the highest possible level. And that comes from coaching leadership, that comes from program resources, that comes from connecting a fan base in the way that we're working hard every single day in order to do that. And we're going to use all these moments as such. And so time will tell, but we look forward to the chances we have all season long of proving the doubters wrong, showing the world that this is a different trajectory, showing the world that ASU is a destination. We have Sun Devils leading Sun Devils. We have people that have been a part of this environment that are choosing to come back to it. We have people that haven't been a part of it that now want to be a part of it. And so that's going to be a building block. That's not going to be, we'll never arrive at that moment. That's going to be a work in progress forevermore. And time will tell, but that's the commitment of everybody who's touching ASU and Sun Devil athletics right now, is to keep that effort going.
Just to double check, Graham, Kenny's contract will carry him through the 29 season?
It's a 5-year extension with a pathway to get it to 10 based on some performance incentives, bowl games, wins, etc. So we wanted a model that was based on performance, that created ability for him to have longevity, which is important to him, and so that's what we designed around.
Graham, being a first-year athletic director, for you, how much pride do you take not only in this game and the way ASU played, but the moment and the spectacle as a whole, being a part of something so huge and critical for this program going forward?
Yeah, I'm excited that people are starting to get a sense of what's happening at ASU, and we're proud of the work that's going on. We're proud that volleyball was our first program to win a Big 12 championship. We're proud that triathlon was national runner-up after an incredible run of titles. We're proud that we've got 6 teams in the top 20 right now, and we've got basketball knocking on the door. We've got baseball and softball getting ready to go in the spring. That we've got 5 or 6 of our head coaches that wanted to be in Atlanta to support Coach Dillingham and the football program. So I'm just excited that these sports are using each other's momentum, but more importantly, they're using each other's lessons learned on how to lead young people, how to recruit to ASU, how to really manage this unique moment that's happening in college sports. And so that's the fun part of my job, is seeing these sports build off each other's momentum, challenge each other in ways that are competitive and healthy and responsible, and we want that to continue as long as we can. So.
Apologies if I missed it, but in addition to the 5-year deal, what other, it was reported that there were other elements to resource the program and others. What can you comment on?
Yeah, I mean, over the last year, we've focused a lot on increasing their operating budget to make sure that how they operate day to day is competitive at a national level. Making sure that Coach Dillingham was incredibly generous in giving some of his personal bonus back to some of his coaches and support staff. So now his performance bonuses will also unlock dollars for him to use discretionary for the rest of the football staff. We want to attract great coaches to be a part of this program. We want to do everything we can to retain them. And yes, we do want these guys to have an opportunity to coach at the next level, become a head coach. But if we get that extra season or 2 of great time while they're with our program, that was important. And so designing it in a way that resources our program again to compete at a national level. So, well, thanks guys.